completes the lineup. Set for a start, flag goes up from behind, gates are back and away and racing from the 1,200 meter mark. Give them a chance to settle fully into stride. Paratrooper was one of the first ones to respond, and all the runners immediately moving down towards the middle inside of the course. Towards the inside is My Golly Molly with Champagne Matt. Deep route is Hluhluwe in the white sleeves and the pink cap. That's racing maybe 1 or 2 lengths off the early pace. Then comes Night Bomber, who's racing on debut about 3 lengths off the early speed. Further back is King Viserys racing alongside Fuji-san. Spring Palace has about 6 or 7 lengths to make up. Racing further back and running is Monumental and Greenland. Has it all to do from last of all, racing a good 10 lengths off the leader as they go just past the final 600 meter mark. Out in front is Paratrooper, that is the leader by half a length. On the outside, Hluhluwe starting to move up into contention. Deep route is Night Bomber, who's racing alongside Spring Palace. Then comes Champagne Matt. Towards the inside, My Golly Molly is into the final 400 meters. And Paratrooper and Hluhluwe, these two have struck clear of the rest of the field. Out the patch chasing is Spring Palace with Monumental, but Hluhluwe, who just has the upper hand over Paratrooper. Deep route, Monumental's really starting to lengthen his stride and move into contention. But at the moment, Hluhluwe's hit the front from Paratrooper. Monumental trying to run on smartly, but Hluhluwe still has the upper hand. Monumental flying home late with Paratrooper, but Hluhluwe too good for them here. Going to win by 1.5 lengths. Monumental ran on well for second. Paratrooper back in third, then came Spring Palace. The winner, number 7, Hluhluwe, the sheepskin noseband, the white sleeves, pink cap 2 from the right-hand side. You can see him and Paratrooper just meeting each other for a stride or two, but then into the final 200 meters, kicks clear into the open and wins going away. The 2-year-old Trippy colt, bred out by Drakenstein Stud Farm as well, and owned in the sorts of Mr. Nick Johnson. Big congratulations to all the winning connections for number 7, Hluhluwe, the winner for race number 3.
Winner of race 3 is number 7, Hluhluwe. Well done to Apiwe. He's the chap responsible for looking after Hluhluwe, who is the son of Trippy. Grant van Niekerk was the jockey aboard. Grant, when you canted down, did you become a very confident jockey?
Yeah, he's quite a lovely striking horse, really. You know, he gave me such a good feel when I wanted him. He's a maiden. I think the second was also, he's got tons of ability, so you know, there's definitely something here with this horse. I think he's a horse that will just progress into a really smart horse. Of course, last time out, he was traveling a bit hard with me. He just needs to learn how to settle, and I think he's a horse that could be very exciting.
So, just to ask you the question with regards to distance-wise, is it just that he still is learning how to race and settle and then be effective at the end with regards to going further?
100%, Vicky. The penny hasn't dropped yet on him. So, yeah, a horse that still has a lot of learning to do, and he's still a colt as well, and he's so well behaved, you know. So I really think there's a future for this horse. Obviously, very exciting for Nick Johnson.
Well done, Grant.
Thank you, and to the Snaith Yard for allowing me to ride. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah, that's Grant van Niekerk, the jockey aboard Hluhluwe. Shame, it looks like he's now happy to have some water, Justin. I think when he first came in, he looked like he was quite happy about his win.
Yes, he's a horse that just seems to get it right. I think he'll come on a lot from this. The race has been postponed, the Langerman, and he's certainly a horse over the 1400. If he can come on from here, it's a little bit of an advantage having today's run. For a lot of them, they do certainly need it. Even for him, he's normally a lightly framed horse, and he's put on a bit of condition. We had an advantage in the beginning, whereas Milnerton couldn't work, but then they managed to do a bit of work, and we missed a lot of our tracks that we normally could use. So funny enough, it has definitely evened out the advantage. It's no longer an advantage, I would say, because we're in a farming area where we're just completely flooded. I mean, from the time that I left to Durban to come back to yesterday, there's been absolutely no difference. The tracks are still wet. We've had just so much rain. And I just hope Durbanville is going to be all right when we go there. It should be. We've had no racing, so I'm sure that will help. And just really well done to Nick and Drakenstein on breeding him. We've tried to follow the mare, La Bomba Breeze, and hopefully he'll pay off here.
Justin, well done.
Great, thank you very much.
Yeah, that's Justin with regards to number 7, Hluhluwe. As he's mentioned, well done to Drakenstein Stud with their Trippy winner, and also to Nick Johnson for owning a lovely individual. Hopefully he'll go on from here. he certainly seems that way with regards to all the positive comments both from the jockey and Justin Snape.